Can this deck beat Mice? Today we're going to find out live with no cuts or edits and try to get to Mythic with this deck and see if it has the stuff to make it in ranked standard. This was both the most powerful deck that I played during the early access event and also the most powerful deck that I played against. I definitely got by it and got other people with it. So we're going to see if it has what it takes to make it in ranked standard. I'm pretty much going to keep it almost identical to what I ran in the early access event to start. The only change I'm making here off the bat is I added one Restless Anchorage into the mana base. This thing actually happens to make a bird, which I forgot about, so that kind of synergizes, and nice to have at least a creature land in the deck in case the opponent successfully sweeps the board through an Aven Interrupter. Otherwise, I'm going to keep everything else pretty much the same. I'll just real quick, if you didn't watch the early access video, Bart's and Boko is a kind of nuts removal spell. It gets discounted down to 2 mana very quickly, so you get a 2 mana 4/3 that can destroy at least one creature. If you have the Chocobo out, you double triggers of all of your birds, including this guy, then you're killing 2 creatures. You can play birds and lands off the top, which is very good. Choco is the card that is most potentially on the chopping block. Very powerful, 4 mana 3/5. Whenever one or more birds you control attack, look at that many cards from the top of your library. You put one into your hand, you put the rest of the lands onto the battlefield. All the lands trigger all your landfall, including this Choco plus your little baby Choco, which is a very good scaling 1-drop. So yeah, that's pretty much the crux of the deck. It's also white, so we get to run Shelter by Ghosts, which is good against red and Mice. And we also get to run the Valley Quest Caller, the only non-bird here. It's just a really good lord and very copyable with the Mockingbird. So the deck is powerful for sure. Some other cards that I think are worth considering is the Enduring Curiosity. Like, I think it begs the question, why would you run Choco over Enduring Curiosity? They're a little bit similar in flavor. And Curiosity is a flash creature, which plays well with holding open mana for the Interrupter or Plume Creed Escort or Ambrosia Whiteheart. So I think that is kind of an open question. I also am considering cutting all of the Seeker Paradises, dropping it from 24 to 22 land, getting a little bit leaner, putting in like 4 Healers Hawks, and then maybe 2 more Escorts and Whitehearts. Just going more to low to the ground and hitting that discount for Bart's and Boko more consistently, and also having plenty of cheap creatures we can cast off the top with Chocobo. That's another direction I could see taking the deck. And last change is I think you could probably shove in a Lupin Flower Village in the mana base somewhere, pay 2, sack it, look at top 6, get a bird card, put it into your hand. It's not crazy impactful, but it is a little bit of extra value you could put in there. I don't think it's worth going up to the 5 mana Castrol, the Wind Crested, 3 white and a blue for a 4/5 flyer. When one or more birds you control deal combat to a player, choose one, put a bird card from your hand straight into the battlefield. That's pretty sweet. It's just very expensive. I don't think I would risk my curve to throw this in there. Yeah, these are other cards you could put in, but I think I'm happy with this. We're going to try to get to Mythic, and halfway through the video, if I'm not feeling it or want to try it out, I might try cutting all the Chocos and go to 22 land and try a leaner version and see how that feels too. So here we go. No cuts, no edits. Can this beat mono red? Is the question. Ranked standard. Currently I'm in Diamond 1. I think I'm like halfway through Diamond 1, so if we get 3 wins off the bat, something like that, 3 or 4, I forget exactly where I am, we could pop right into Mythic. We'll see. We'll see. You never know. Certainly very fun. Certainly very thematic, even if it's not like a A-tier deck. It feels like it has to be at least a B-tier deck. It really felt quite strong in the early access event. I don't even think I would say it could be in the C-tier, but we'll find out in about 3 seconds. It's Zakao. Or Zachao. We're on the play. Good mana, good 1-drop, and Bart's and Boko. We'll keep this. Fast land on green. Ambrosia not going to pick anything up here. You could also pick up a land to like re-landfall, but we're looking to just curve out into Boko. It is an Izzet type deck. All right. Here comes landfall. If they tried to kill this guy, we could save it with the Whiteheart, but I think we're going to flash this guy in and discount Boko down to 3 mana. Now it's just guy. Is that the Chocobo? Okay. Can hold open the Interrupter this turn. Let's decline this. All right, a lot of 4-drops. We do get the landfall trigger. We can hold open the Aven Interrupter. If they tap out for like a stock up or something. Land off the top into Seeker Paradise would be the dream. We don't have that many turn 4 untapped lands in this configuration though. It's a bit awkward. I think we're just flashing this in. Man, holding back doesn't seem great. I mean, life gets better the more birds we have, too. They might do another lightning helix here. It's not a huge deal. Counterspell, okay. It's the untapped land off the top. That is a really quite lucky for us. Bird here, hit the landfall trigger. Into the Choco. Attack. Get the Choco trigger. Add bird to hand. It's a huge sequence for us. Could still go like land Day of Judgment, but Beza. Alright. So Bart and Boko here. Each other bird you control deals damage equal to its power to target creature an opponent controls. So we could have both these guys deal a total of 5 damage, just pick off Beza. And then attack here. Quest Caller is always good. It's a rabbit, so it doesn't discount the Boko. Chocobo is also good. We would double the attack triggers off the Choco. So we get 2 attack triggers. So we get to dig 4, put a lot of lands onto the battlefield. It's interesting. We throw away the White Heart into the Beza. That's how lucky we get. I think we'll just Bart and Boko here. I think we'll take both. Take all the triggers we can get. In general, probably more white. I don't think we need that much blue. White and green seems good. That may have been a mistake on our part. If we didn't, you may put one of them into your hand. Yeah, okay. So we should have selected none into hand, then put any more blank cards from among them onto the battlefield. If we had not selected that, we would have gotten the Thicket onto the battlefield for free. Double block means a sweeper is not coming, which I am totally content with, but missed 1 point of damage off the free land. Well, I think we'll still play it after the fact. Bart is a human bird, so we'll trigger the Choco again. The next Beza. Okay. I think we'll start with the Chocobo and see if we can't hit more land off the top here. If we just double Lord, we have very good attacks also, though. I think we're going to start with this. Another Bart on top is interesting. And we doubled the triggers, which clears out a lot of stuff. It's okay. I think it's okay here because we're still kind of playing around a sweeper. I think we can keep this one still, right? 10 here. 10 there. Attack with 2 birds, trigger both Chocos. Put 1 into our hand. We could just copy the Quest Caller with 6 mana. Land on top. I think we're holding the Mockingbird. Could go Quest Caller, copy with Mockingbird. Triple Pump Squad. Exercise, 2 mana open. Tap out for stock up. So if we triple Lord, we have 12 damage here. Can start with this. $14 damage. If we hit enough lands off the top, we could just find lethal. think I'm tempted to actually attack here first. Take the triggers and just play as much as we can off the top. I'm not so worried about damage. So you can go to hand. Land goes to battlefield. Drop to 7. Let's just play as many things off the top as we can. This can be X equals 2. Auto pay. And now we can actually just cast that on their turn. So we can play one more thing here. We can play a Quest Caller and still have double white open for an Interrupter off the top. That is quite nasty. So now we survive the sweeper and looks like we'll roughly wrap up the game then. Damn. Nice. This doesn't matter because we got the game here. So I didn't play all the lords out of hand because I wanted to get as much value off the top of my deck as possible. In case they swept, we could just rebuild from the hand. But did not end up needing it. So far, looking solid. I mean, definitely has some strengths to it, for sure. Cannot be slept on. Alright, game number 2. 2 more wins to Mythic. It's also worth noting, I forgot the triggered ability that gets copied are only ETBs. I didn't understand why we weren't getting the attack triggers doubled off of the 4-mana one. But this only doubles if a land or bird you control entering the battlefield causes a triggered ability. Entering the battlefield causes a triggered ability, you double it. This is good, we'll keep this. On the draw, nice curve. Opponent mulls to 5. On Thrawn Portal Red, Heartfire Hero. AKA, we definitely could still lose this. Just go pump, pump, flang, game over. Seems well designed. Boros. Shelter. Okay. Yes, excellent. I like this. This feels good. Ow. Okay. We could actually flash in and block if we're super lucky. I mean, do you think they have the nuts? Nuts is anything. Any Monstrous Rage, any like Shard Major Rescue. Alright, they go for it here anyway, so there's nothing we can do about that. Okay. Love to see it. Ow, down to 10. And now I guess we're looking to double block. And hope that's enough to get there. So we could go Chocobo land. Mockingbird. We could go Chocobo copy Mockingbird. Copy both. Have a couple of 1/2s. Throw everything under the bus. We still only have a total power of 4. So if they have anything, we just lose. Or we can play the Chocobo out. And block with both. They're pretty similar. I don't think either is really moving the needle. Maybe if we see what the card on top is Shelter, we might play differently. It's Quest Caller on top. Looks like there is Stick here, so they do have a Rescue. And they're going to spam it now, because I think they find a path to lethal. I mean, it's probably no blocks here. They have anything, they just win? And they say good game. Yeah, I mean... Dickhead confirmed. They don't have an Ethereal Armor. They could have another Rage. If they have 2 things, we do just lose. I think we have to go land on top into, like, Shelter and... we could throw away the Escort. I think we're going to go no blocks here. I mean, it's very unlikely we come back from this game no matter what. Okay, there's the next Rage. Goes up to 10. We could have tried to chump block, but I don't think unless we keep the Chocobo, we win. I think it's got to be untap land on top. Even then, we can't draw into the Shelter, so Yeah, all right. It's the unedited version, folks. Sometimes you get the multi-5 Heartfire hero, Shelter by Ghost, to the face, auto-lose on the spot. It's just gonna happen sometimes. I still think this deck is good. If it had been the other shoes and we went turn 1 Chocobo into our own turn 2 Shelter by Ghosts, who's to say we couldn't have come out on top? Hard Striker the Ambitious. On the draw again, mana's good, curve is good, no complaints by me. We keep this. Mockingbird can copy the Quest Caller on turn 3 or something. It's a really strong sequence. Okay. Here is a little Chocobo. I mean, first thought is Omniscience. So I think we're just spamming the Quest Caller. You could be cute, flash in the Escort, give Hexproof to the Afara's Dispersal, but I think we're just going as hard and fast as we can. They think about something, they decide to do nothing. You know, I really don't think it changes our play pattern here. Some more stick before going to combat. So they could be just like generic get lost control or something. Man, if they are, you want to hold the Escort. I think we're just going to throw the Quest Caller down here. It could be normal control. Could see like a No More Lies. Resolves? Very suspicious. Opponent taking their time. Nothing at all. Okay. That's pretty weird. Unless they have like lockdown here. Yeah. Okay. Do we play the Mockingbird? Just have a random 1/1. If we save it, the copies are much better. I'm not so sure we're putting on that much pressure with it alone. I think we do nothing with it for now. We also don't have that much blue, so we're just flashing in the Escort here. Maybe could have played the Starting Town instead of the other fast land. Okay, tap land, stock up. Still don't know what they are. Could still be either full control or could still be Omniscience. It's not a bad card to see. Gives us at least one turn of leeway versus Omniscience. Okay, here comes the Escort. Another Mockingbird. I think you can play out one of these for X equals 1 and still hold the Interrupter and keep putting on pressure. Just not doing a whole lot else here. Still have double white for the Interrupter. Just make a random 2/1. I think you let that go. If we plot it, they just cast the dragon for 0 mana. Alright, they are in fact Omniscience. Let's see if they go for the big thing. Next spell can't be countered. I'm not planning to counter it. I am planning to plot it. I'm planning to exile it, actually. Nope. Still, if we don't win this turn, like, they just recast it back for 0 next turn. Shelter by Ghost takes all the things, gives us a Lord. It's not enough. What if we copy it? Actually, it probably is enough, isn't it? Whew, alright. Don't think we even need to copy to this point. Okay. Just a little bit overkill. That'll do it. Alright. 0 wins against red, 1 win against Omniscience. Still feeling decent. 2 more wins to Mythic. We'll keep going, keep trying. I think if we do get to Mythic and there's still time on the clock, we'll go ahead and try out the leaned out version. Meditating Orca. The problem is there aren't really too many other 1-drop birds worth playing. On the play. Ooh, man, this is awkward. Turn 2 Escort. Boko is only a 4-drop. Shelter onto the Escort's not very good either. If we draw pretty much anything else, it's okay. This does not really feel like the hand I want to keep. Shelter's obviously good against red stuff. I don't know that this is it. I feel like there are a lot better hands to be had. I think I'm gonna mulligan this one. If we hit any bird and we go turn 3 Boko into Shelter, it is basically game. We have 3 turns to hit any other bird. Maybe that's worth keeping? That is tough. Shelter kind of makes the hand because we do auto-win some matchups off the Shelter. Okay, talent. Yeah, okay. Not what I wanted to see. Still, Boko could still carry the day here. Turn 2 Steel Cutter. Alright, must be nice. I don't think we're trading. We need every little bird we can get. We could drop an early Shelter, but it is not ideal. It's much better on Boko. Well, the pro of dropping the early Shelter is that it does make it harder to kill. They have to go land plus, like, you know, their burn spell. I'm not saying this is perfect, but I think it's okay. It also makes the Boko, like, pretty good. If it comes down, it deals damage. Then we actually get the lifelink damage off the Escort too, which is a decent swing for us. So we'll see if they go land Burst Lightning. We'll be a little sad, but we slowed them down a little bit. Nope. Alright, we get a turn off. So we get to go Plains untapped, I think right into Boko. The Choco play is also okay. I'm not sure what's more valuable here. They're raging up. That's interesting. Burst Lightning on top, so we're going to lose the Escort here. Unless we plot it. Which could be kind of funny, right? If they take their entire turn to kill Boko, it's really not that bad for us. Plus we get a big lifelink swing. I think that's okay with me. Then we play Choco, attack, get the trigger. I think we'll try this. Sap you, we get lifelink, and we attack. We get 3 more lifelink. I think any of these plays are pretty reasonable. Let's see if they really do go Burst Lightning on the Escort for their whole turn. I think it's still double spell. Yeah, okay. So we could have held Aven Interrupter for that if we really wanted to. Maybe they would have played around it. Who knows? Lightning Face, double spell. Down to 17. No good attacks, though. Alright, it's these guys showing up. Let's see what you got. Down to 16 off the Pain lands. Attack, trigger. Do not put it into hand. Decline. Put it onto battlefield. Alright. Better. think we're playing you out too. You could hold it for a landfall trigger, but I don't think that's really that important. 3/5 blocker looking okay. Slick shot, 2 cards in hand. Opt. Do we block with Choco? That's like 7. We could potentially find lethal. So could our opponent, though. Oh, that's a lot of damage. None of these birds fly either. 11 damage presented, 1 card in hand. Feels like Rage is lethal. Attack all button. Nice. I think we're blocking here. I think it's just a little bit too much not to. Is Rage the last card? It is. How lovely is that? Well, if we could go back in time, we could have saved the Interrupter for that one turn. I mean, you can actually get flashed in to block the Slick Shot. We technically are not dead here yet. Although we are close. We'll have to take a pain land damage, drops us to 2. So we could do nothing and go block, block. It's not great. If we attack, we potentially get a card to hand, a land. I mean, they could get greedy. We could nab a lot of their cards here. They can also just talent, though, get back Rage, which sucks. So I think we lose no matter what here, really. Yeah, that kind of sucks. I guess if we're lucky, we could even Interrupter the Rage. It's not ideal. Okay. That is one way to do it. I guess we are going to interrupt this. Drop to 2. It gives away the bit, though. But if we don't and they get any other creature, we just lose. I think we're dead here no matter what. I don't think there's anything we can do to win this game. They're going to cast some other spell here. And then they'll trigger the Steel Cutter, get another 2/2. We only have 3 blockers, so whatever this last card is just going to create a 4th attacker, and then we cannot block our way out of it. Doesn't matter what it is. Steel Cutter, we have no lifelink. Block 3 creatures, take 2. Dude's gonna equip there and has trample, so that is one of many ways to do it. Okay, it's a loss. Back to Diamond 1.5. Just thinking, how good is the 4-mana Choco? Obviously, you get really far ahead if you can attack every turn, but lots of decks in Best of 1 Standard do not allow you to attack every turn. Or, like, you just lose on the crackback. On the draw, nothing to do till turn 3. Probably not good enough. Okay, much better. We'll keep this. And I think we could put back a land here kind of safely. Have time to draw into another one. Just go Chocobo, land, Quest Caller, shelter on something. Hit more land later. It's white. It's another land. Alright. You already said that. I didn't respond the first time. Okay. No. God damn it, no. Just fucking go. Oh, man. Do we have to take this immediately? To prevent the turn 3 synth? No, because we can shelter it next turn anyway. So I think it's just Quest Caller here. And next turn go Chocobo, land, shelter. Just be careful on the auto tapper to leave white open. If they go right into synth, we can take the synth. Tap land, okay. What else? Any 3-drop we can just take. Perilous Snare we can take. Braided Net is probably the most annoying because they get the tap value out of it first. So we don't have to do anything with that yet. We can actually go Chocobo land Quest Caller and leave Shelter for a while. And not worry about it just yet. You're green. Hexproof? I think we can do better. Lands on bird. Trigger, trigger. Pump squad. Tap the Chocobo. Scry again. Pick something up. Again, probably not what we really want here. I think we'll go another deeper. Like any of our 12 really impactful cards, I think I'd rather take. I could copy the Braided Net for 3 mana. Lockdown. That seems like a good shelter target. It's going to take a couple turns to get there. But that is the plan now. Yeah, we'll do that one. And, man, you almost could let it go. Because if they hit lockdown next turn, it's really painful. But I think we still have to try here. Tap it down before the ward cost. Take the lockdown, get everything back, and, man, hope they don't, collected company into a... I mean, that'll fix the next problem again, so we'll keep that. If they hit a lockdown off the top, we keep the interrupter, and then we run it back and get everything back again. Isn't the end of the world here. Manual taps. Looks like they're doing something different. Get lost the interrupter. Okay. Take it all again. We don't have enough mana to cast the Boko yet. Battlefront for 2. Well, we know what's on top, and it's not a land. Game's not over, but we are going to sit here for a little while. Manual taps, another brick. It's okay. If they're out of card draw, they could whiff for a little while until they have enough mana to Braided Net. Nope, that doesn't look like a whiff to me. A lantern. Is that it? Yeah, it's a whiff. Okay. A lot of good cards off the top. Yeah, I know. Land off the top for Boko isn't bad. Any creature into shelter isn't bad. That is not a good draw. That is not the one I wanted to see. I'll tell you, that's not the one I wanted. All right, we'll give another turn. Unfortunately, they get to the Braided Net thing here. And then they draw 4 cards. 5 cards, maybe? Craft. Plenty of mana open here. Pay 4. Draw 3. It's a card. And now we're hoping they don't have a Perilous Snare. I don't know how many Get Lost they're really running. Could sack the Lantern, draw a fresh card. Okay. Braided Net back on top. Manual taps. Synthesizer comes down. 4 mana open. Scry 2. Keep the net. Nope, net goes down. Manual taps again, leave open blue. Perilous Snare, unfortunately, takes our creature. Okay. It's a tap land. Let's go. Come on, deck. It's still haven't technically lost, but every card that draws is closer to the next lockdown. That's kind of the next issue here. Manual taps. Leave open blue. Copy the synthesizer. Play a braided net. Make a 7/7. Make a 9/9. Take 9 to the face. It's a land. I'm afraid we are dead at this point. Boop. 4 damage. Okay. We will leave. There ain't no coming back from that one. Okay. A timely lockdown. Double timely lockdown, right? Lockdown and then get lost, the shelter target. Get back to lockdown. Yep. Yep, yep. Alright, let's go back. To be clear, if you're watching this and you're like, oh my gosh, Dr. Ruckus isn't winning every game. This deck is bad. No, you've just been conditioned to believe that all decks win all the time. This is what a normal day in the arena looks like. You win some, you lose some. The deck is solid. You won't get them all, but it's certainly powerful. Chili con carne. On the play. It's reasonable enough. Can scale a chocobo with a shelter. Like, it's a very reasonable start. Fast land. Chocobo. What you got, Chili? Gix's command sleeves. It's a little spooky. A little flaming horse. Oh, you got an apple. Or maybe a pumpkin? I feel like it's an oddly shaped apple. It's like slight, it looks more gourd-like, a little bit too... It's too large to be an apple. I think it's a pumpkin. Right? Chili on that rope life, that's okay. We'll see what's going on in the comment section today. Probably not a whole lot. Oh, here we go. Spooky lands, Spooky Gix's command. He is studded out. There goes our turn 2 shelter. Okay. To 19. Deep Cavern Bat. Take the Boko for now. That's a card. Land drop. Land on top still. I don't think the Traveler is going to survive that long. We shall see. Alright, it does survive. Game goes on. Let's see how much value we can get out of it in one turn. Can we go nuts here? No, but it's a good start still. I guess technically they don't know what that card is. Will we take Pain Land damage for it? Yeah, let's just do the Cavern Souls here. Bird. Trigger. Choco on top. Into hand, yes. Rest goes to grave. Down to 9. Aven Interrupter on top. It's a good one to draw if they do run any Gix's command. Alright, nobody's flying, so nobody's getting around the slasher here. Drop to 7. Can we find lethal here? I don't really think we're going to play a sweeper. I think we're just casting stuff off the top here. And suicide bombing in the rest of these guys into the slasher. Maybe not the traveling chocobo. Leave open colors is fine. Land on top, okay. We could take it. We could also just cast the escort here, which seems maybe even more relevant. How much value do you really want, right? I guess we can attack here first before we decide. So who's getting thrown away is the question. I don't think we're throwing away the Traveler. Seems too good to cast things off the top. I think you guys can go. You can go to hand. You can go battlefield to free. Trigger all the landfall stuff. Have a Mockingbird on top, potentially. I think we'll just play the Quest Caller, though. Trade there. Eaton there. Boko back to hand. Okay, I mean, if they had a sweeper, we just want to play stuff from hand. I think we'll just start here. Nothing to copy, really. Just X equals 0, just get it off the top. Alright, so that's it for turn. Archfiend Flying Blocker, they go up off the Annex. And a cut down for the Chocobo. Alright, game goes on. Up to 10. Bart's definitely kills this guy. 3, 4, 5, 6. I mean, it feels like lethal, right? I'm not sure we need to math too hard here. 2 there, 2 there. We could even cast this guy. As long as we still have double green open, which we do. Could still cast all the things here. Another one on top is not bad at all. Okay, I mean, that'll wrap up the game, I think. 9 here. 9 here. Not bad. Deck is good. I'm telling you, deck is good. Could be bird. Actually, it could be rabbit, doesn't matter. When it does the thing, it is strong for sure. We're going, I guess we've gone 50-50 so far, right? I think we started exactly where we're at. I think you can definitely get to Mythic with this. Need a couple games to line up, a couple shelters to line up okay. Power level is there. I do think VV, I said in that video that, you know, it wasn't really clear to me if people would actually, you know, main deck it as a standard altering card. It does, you play it on 3, it just adds cut down, dies to everything. Like, the contingency of it surviving. We're on the play. Oh, man. If we draw any birds, Boko is really quite solid. I think I'm okay keeping this. It is awkward. We need anything off the top, and then I think Boko's pretty good. I'm not sure I want to mulligan this. It is awkward. Random 1/1. Okay. It's green. It's bushwhack. That's fun. Green and blue. Okay, we can't actually cast that before the landfall, but that's okay. Boko ready to go. Maybe it's a beanstalk, though? It's another bushwhack, okay. I mean, I'm thinking crab beans here. Yeah, I think we're just slamming Boko, and then we can shelter onto it randomly next turn if we really want to. Alright, fast land on green. Trigger up. Play a 3-mana 4/3, it's okay. Attack for just 2. Seed of Hope. How close are they to crabbing here? 1, 2, 3, 4. So they can crab this turn. And I guess... No, they don't, though. Hmm? They don't really want to bounce the Boko, so I think it's actually a good target for shelter. You could put it on the Chocobo so that it'll eventually get big enough to eat through a crab. They could bounce it here. No, they don't let it go. Okay. You could also put it on the Mockingbird. That's not a card we hate to see bounced either. Interesting. They could have bounced the Boko beforehand, but they chose not to. We'd play this guy. If we'd waited on the land, we'd get one more trigger there. Alright, so they have a 5/5 that we can't really bash our way through. Mockingbird can copy the Bart for a lot of mana. And we can't get through the ward. Copy the Chocobo is interesting. It feels very bounceable. One of the benefits to copying the Boko is actually we have a 4/3 flyer. I think we save it till we see the crab come out, though. I think we're going to need the removal versus the crab. I think crab comes out this turn, maybe? And the next turn, play the Mockingbird, copy the Boko. We'd lose the Mockingbird. We would kill a crab. It's just an opt. No double blue open for the crab. I mean, ideally we get a nicer Mockingbird target. No blocks. Feels like now they have the crab if they're getting aggressive. I think we still want to leave open the option to copy the Boko. We're at 25. Crab is definitely coming down. They'll pay 2 for the ward. Still have 1 mana open for something. That is nice here because we hexproof the Boko. Bird's fine. So here comes the crab. Let's let him target first. Have him pay the ward too. Hexproof. Continue to get in there. We could also copy their creature, couldn't we? If we had a lot of mana. That's kind of interesting. For 7 mana total, if we top deck an untapped land. What else can we copy for 4 here? I think you really want the 5th mana to copy the Boko. Copying the Escort isn't bad. It gives us a big flyer. We almost have lethal off of that. I think I'm still going to hold on to the Mockingbird one more turn here. If we had an untapped land, we can copy the Boko and... No, we don't. Three, 4, 5. It's probably... I guess they want to bounce the Boko here. Unless we have the Escort. It'll just enter as a copy, though. I think we go for that here. We're not really that sad if they bounce anything. So this is just a removal spell to kill the crab. Is that worth it? I think we wait to see if they flash in one more crab here. Then we can kill 2 crabs. It's probably worth it. So just the flyers get in there. Feels like another crab is coming. Bounce off. Okay. We could hexproof you. I mean, they didn't do the crab thing, right? So maybe they don't have the next crab. I think this is actually a fine save. We're at 25 here. What else you got? Nasty. Okay. That's fizzles, right? Yeah. 4 mana copy is not what I want to do. So I think we're just chilling here. We also present lethal. If we just go Escort Mockingbird, I think that's maybe worth it, actually. Let's do one of these for X equals 1. And now we're presenting lethal, which isn't so bad. Can flash in the Escort on their turn and still hold up in the Mockingbird to potentially copy the Boko. No answers. Alright. Still 2 wins to Mythic. Anything could happen here. I do like the flash element of the deck. There aren't really many, if any, good flash creature decks in Standard, right? Like, there's no Simic flash wolf deck. I guess Crab Beans is kind of deck, or Sultai Crab Beans are pretty cool. This offers another way to play flash creatures, which I like. We're on the play. We have no 1-drop or 2-drop. We have the Chocobo, which is very good. And we don't run that many 1-drops. Man, I think I'm going to keep this. The Traveler is really good, right? We'll see if we just get run over. Okay, let's see it. Chop Suey on black. Turn 1 Duress, there's no target for that. Chocobo does die to cut down though, which is not ideal. That does not help so much. Your move. Do nothing. Okay, let's not slam the Traveler. So we can either flash in the Interrupter to cast nothing next turn, or do... Yeah, I don't even know if we throw the Interrupter away. Ideally, they play something into it. I think we do nothing here. I think it probably dies immediately. Alright, great. We have a target. Totally worth it. Have him run it back next turn. See if we can hit land on top. Nope, it's okay. Making moves, though. I think they can make a 6/6 for 2, though. That's going to be kind of nasty. They go for Sheldred instead. Yeah, we'll draw first. Okay. Looks like a Bart turn here, right? Play a Mockingbird for 1. If we play it for 3... No, just can't do that. So we got to play it for 1 here. Unless we want to save it for next turn. We might need it to kill the 6/6 demon next turn, actually. So let's do it like that. Let's just leave it on top, I think. Alright, 5 damage twice. Goes down. I think we're saving it to draw, because I think we're going to actually need it to copy the Boko next turn. Swing for 5, down to 13. I think we're leaving it. I think we need the next removal spell lined up. Again, I think they can cast the Unholy Annex for 2 on either half. Alright, cut down there. Too bad. 4 mana open. Edict. I guess we don't need the Interrupter. Ritual Chamber for 0. Make a 6/6. Deep Cavern Bat. Okay. This is not the end of the world yet still. I think we need Choco down first. And then next turn we can try to Mockingbird. Kill the 6/6 if we're lucky. It's kind of close. If we live one more turn, I feel like we have good odds to get out of this. But, let's see, let's go hit land. Well, I feel like they have nothing here. There's a stick here, so they have one more thing. Another Annex. Alright, well, they are tapped out. For what it's worth, they are tapped out. So they get to draw a bunch of cards, but we get our big turn, too. Up to 18. Huh, we get the next one from hand anyway. So we could... What's the best way to do this? We could copy the bat for 2, right? Look at their hand. And then play Boko. We're going to need one more removal spell next turn, though, for the next 6/6. I think I'm starting here. Keep this one. 7 damage here. Attack, take the triggers. Hand is nice. Battlefield is great. Opponent drops to 10. Play the Quest Caller, hold the Mockingbird to copy the Boko and have one more removal spell in case they spend all their mana flipping the next Annex. They do 2 mana open. Attack again, down to 9. I don't see any stick there. They could definitely draw into some removal spell here. No, I don't think they got it. I think we got him here. So just copy the Boko. I mean, I don't know if we got him, but we'll put up a fight. I guess if they have any demon, we lose here. There's not a whole lot else we can do, though. I think this is X equals 5. X equals 4, rather. Leave open. Yeah, this is okay, I think. I think we want green and white open if we could. Copy you. Keep you. 9 damage here. Another Boko on top. I mean, if they have any demon, we just lose, right? Unless we draw into like a flying blocker here. We're going to attack. This would go to hand. It's not a bad one to have in hand. I guess we'll leave it on top. I don't know if we're going to live another turn. Close to lethal, but not lethal. We'll take the Boko to hand. Opponent drops to 3. We have no lifelink. If they go attack for 1, demon, then we just get drained twice, and that is game. Yeah, that'll do it. Yep. Drain, drain. Close games. Most decks should go 50-50. So this is a very normal deck. And yeah, we net even on the day. I think we'll wrap up the video here. I really enjoyed the deck. I think it's very solid. I think it's really solidly into the B tier. I mean, the Boko plays are very powerful. It's got decent curves. It has access to Shelter by Ghosts. Even the big 4-mana bird, it's like pretty reasonable. Has way to hit lands and cast spells off the top. Like, there certainly is a lot of power level to it. I think it's good. I think it's really solid. I would not look at this video and go, oh, he only went 50-50, like it's not busted and broke. Like, you know, this is a very strong deck. I think it's very reasonable. If you want to blow your wild cards on it, your Mythic rares on the Traveler, your rares on the Secret Paradise, your rares on the Boko. That's pretty much it. And then rares on Starting Town you want anyway. Honestly, I don't think you would be disappointed. I think you'll have a lot of fun with it. I think you'll win over 50% of the games on average. I think you can get to Mythic, and it's really fun and different, and it's not often you get a self-contained deck out of a set release that's actually very good, and this one is it. So I would highly encourage it. If you're willing to burn the wild cards, I don't think you'll be disappointed. This is day 1 of the release, but I think it's solid. So that is my bit on this. If you enjoyed today's video, you can like and subscribe and leave a comment. Have a great day, and I will see you in the next one.